We can't all be mundane people because that would just be boring. We're all different and we all have different beliefs and interests, and some weirder than others. Same goes for celebrities and their downtime. Though some celebrity trends are more normal, like spirituality and veganism, there's also some strange ones out there too. Today we're gonna take a look at some of those trends as we count down the top 10 celebrities who are part of weird trends. What's going on, guys? I'm your host Brie Rue, and welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Today we're diving into the wondrous world of celebrity interests, but before we get into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on a new video. Also check up here for a playlist to watch more videos like this one. And now let's get into the video. Starting us off at number 10, Angelina Jolie. Astrology is a big trend nowadays. It's a pretty common thing for people to check their horoscopes or be a big believer in sun, moon, and rising signs, even if that sounds like they're talking about Pokemon. One celebrity who is no exception to this is Angelina Jolie. Angelina is known to practice Buddhist astrology and even has tattoos to commemorate her beliefs. Apparently, the Hollywood actress is so into the astrological practice that she even maps her life around the positions of the stars. It is said that using astrology, she coordinates her best, worst, and most promising days to match up with important life moments and events. She apparently also uses this practice to decide on which days to schedule doctors and hospital visits, as well as family vacations. From movie premiere dates to parties and everything in between, Angie uses the stars to guide her way. It almost sounds like she uses the cosmos to predict her life like a weather person does the forecast. In at number 9, Lana Del Rey. Looks like the Salem witch trials didn't stamp out all of the witches. Paganism and witchcraft is still practiced to this day. Though there are many different branches of witchcraft, the idea is mostly the same. It's the practice of spells and abilities through one's energy, intent, as well as other factors. I actually had a roommate who was a practicing Wiccan, and it's actually pretty cool. Singer Lana Del Rey also practices witchcraft and has even used her abilities along with a group of other witches to curse the president. Yes, you heard that correctly. In 2017, Lana and a group of other witches joined together to cast a spell on Donald Trump. Lana also believes that your words, thoughts, and actions are powerful and can have great influence on yours or someone else's life. Saying that she is a mystic, Lana says that these forms of expression are, quote, one of the last forms of magic. I like her calm spirituality and good vibes. In at 8, Miranda Kerr. Here's where things are gonna get a little bit weird. Supermodel Miranda Kerr is obviously tasked with looking her best since she is a model, but it seems like her beauty regimen, although seemingly effective, also contains some weird trends. Miranda is one of the people who swear by leech facials. Yes, that's correct, I said leech. Those little blood-sucking monster bugs or whatever they are apparently are used for beauty purposes as well. Leech therapy, as it is often called, is when someone puts leeches on your body for them to suck at your blood. As they feast on you, they release an enzyme called hirudin into the host's bloodstream, and this is said to allegedly promote blood circulation. This practice has apparently gone back thousands of years to the times of the Egyptians and Mesopotamians, and people seem to still swear by it to this day. There are some doctors who don't think that these leech facials really do anything and say that they have no health benefits. The modern practice is to allow a leech to draw blood from your body, and then they squeeze the blood out of the creature and back onto your face, much like a vampire facial. Either way, it's weird, but I guess to Miranda, it works. At number 7, Katy Perry. Moving away from these creepy monster facials, let's talk about Katy Perry and her obsession with crystals and crystal healing. This practice, much like astrology, is quite common nowadays. My mom is actually a huge believer in the power of crystals, and it seems to be a very popular thing. Katy has said that she believes in the power of crystals and was even introduced to the practice by Madonna. Katy has even had encounters with crystal healers following her breakup with John Mayer in 2014. She now carries them with her, specifically rose quartz. Rose quartz is said to encourage love in relationships, so Katy says that she never stays single for long as she carries these stones around to, quote, attract the male. Coming in at number 6, Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow is known to have some very odd interests, from goat milk cleanses to putting jade eggs up your hoo-ha. Gwen here is into some seriously weird trends, including bee sting therapy. Many people are already familiar with the health benefits of honey and beeswax, but how about the bee's venom? According to some, bee stings can help with conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, MS, and hives. Ironic, isn't it? The bees help with hives. But I'm not funny. Apparently having strategically placed bee stings can benefit you by giving direct treatments to nerves, skin, and immune systems. Obviously, this treatment is only available to those without a bee allergy, as the venom from the sting could cause someone to go into anaphylactic shock. I don't know if Gwyneth should really be out here promoting this kind of homeopathic trend, since it could actually hurt people in the case that they don't know about their bee allergy, but if it's working for her, I guess that's okay. Halfway through at number 5, Amanda Seyfried. Having a collection is a pretty cool thing. Having something that interests you so much that you decide to keep them in your possession is a very interesting idea. I'm pretty sure everyone on the earth has at least one thing that they like to collect, and so does Amanda Seyfried. Though her collection may not be common knowledge to all, she still takes an interest in one thing, and that's taxidermy. Amanda is the proud owner of a taxidermied miniature horse named Antoine. Apparently Amanda is a taxidermy enthusiast, and when she saw this miniature horse while in London promoting her film Red Riding Hood, she decided that she just had to have it and had it flown back to her home to add to her collection. She also apparently owns a taxidermied zebra that was given to her by Seth MacFarlane, as well as an owl and a stuffed raccoon, among other things. She calls her collection a real menagerie. Taxidermy really just freaks me out, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that is totally not fetch. At number 4, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is part of the controversial group of people who practice Scientology. There are some who call it a cult and others vouch for calling it a real religion. Scientology is a religious or spiritual practice where their followers believe that humans are spiritual and immortal beings called Thetans and are basically just hosts in a humanoid meat suit, if you will. Essentially, they believe that Thetans rent out human bodies. They believe in past lives as these creatures are immortal beings, and they believe in the spirit and discuss its relationship to itself and others, and that the spirit is the creator of all things. Tom Cruise is one of the followers of the Church of Scientology and vouches for its beliefs and practices. It is also said that he's being groomed to become the church's new leader, although I'm not exactly sure if that's true or not. There have been other celebrities who have left the church and have spoken out against it, but not Tom. He's a true believer throughout. At number 3, Alicia Silverstone. Actress Alicia Silverstone, famous for her role as Cher in Clueless, is also known for her parenting skills. In the past, she's had some controversial views and methods to her parenting style, but seems to follow and create trends. One of the more strange trends that she follows with her children is something called pre-chewing, and it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Basically, Alicia is a parent who chews her kid's food before baby burning it into her kid's mouth. She even posted a video of herself doing this to her son on her parenting blog. The belief with this trend is that as you chew your kid's food and incorporate your saliva into it, you're boosting your kid's immune system. According to some researchers, this feeding method was a thing to do for your child during a period of time where they're not exactly able to feed themselves. And it's also supposedly a method that is still practiced in other parts of the world, whereas Western society has pretty much phased that out. Listen, if Alicia thinks that this is what's best for her child, then go for it. It's not society's job to judge what methods of feeding are gross or not. Coming in at number 2, Michelle Pfeiffer. Much like Tom Cruise and his practice of Scientology, Michelle Pfeiffer was also involved with an unconventional house of spirituality and religion called Brethranism. Although the name sounds cool, I assure you it is not. It can actually be a pretty dangerous practice. Brethranism is the belief that humans are able to survive without food and water, and they only need sunlight to thrive. Listen guys, we're not all Timothy Green. We can't just stand out in the sun and soak up nutrients like a plant and photosynthesize our food. And besides, plants need water too. Michelle spoke out about the practice, saying that she began getting involved in it upon moving to Hollywood, and she only left the practice when her husband was able to get her away from it. And then she only realized that it was a cult after he was doing research into a religious leader. So it wasn't just a movement, it was a cult. Pretty scary. And finally at number 1, Hilary Duff. I love me a good smoothie. Get some fruits in there, some veggies, a little protein, and a dash of frozen placenta in there for good measure. Okay, maybe this smoothie wouldn't be for me, but it would be for Hilary Duff. Yes, she is one of the many people who have hopped on the placenta consuming train. The former Disney star spoke out about the unusual beverage, saying that she decided to do it because of the belief that consuming your placenta after giving birth will prevent postpartum depression depression, among other things. Though the process of freezing the organ and blending it up into a smoothie is one method of consumption, other moms opt to encapsulate dried portions of it instead. Though it sounds weird and a little gross, it's actually a pretty popular trend. Other celebs who have said they've done it are Alicia Silverstone, Kim Kardashian, Chrissy Teigen, and others. Supposedly the organ is very nutrient dense and normally gets thrown out after childbirth, so I guess why waste it? Now before I wrap up the video, let's do some comment shoutouts from the video Rihanna is getting cancelled, and here's why. Lynn Staley says, I couldn't care less about Rihanna, but that's an adorable sweater you're wearing. Thank you very much. Apparently I chose to wear the same sweater again today, even though that video was like last week or like the week before that. But like, thank you, I got it from the thrift store, like $5, yeah. Xavier O'Leary says, at least she apologized and took responsibility for it. She won't be cancelled, and that's on period. Yeah, I think she's just too big of a celebrity to really be permanently cancelled, and I think it was an honest mistake. I mean, I saw a lot of other comments saying like, oh, it's not really her religion, so she wouldn't have known. Again, I don't know what she was thinking, I don't know the situation, all I know is that people were mad, but she apologized, and that's really all we can ask from her. Tate Earl says, cancel culture is immature and stupid. Use this to inform and educate those who may not know what they are doing is wrong or why it's wrong. Not everyone does things with the intent of harming or offending certain ethnicities or groups of people. That is a very good comment, very good explanation. I really hate cancel culture so much. I mean, a lot of people would just like publicly shun a celebrity for some kind of mistake, either it's a big mistake or really minor, but like guys, just because you are hating on this person for what they did doesn't make you a better person than them. It just makes a bunch of shitty people. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave it a big thumbs up and comment down below what interesting or unconventional hobby you have. That's all I've got for you guys today, so until next time, stay safe, be kind, and stay groovy, friends.